back-to-back Gatorade Cup Series races as we head to the Denver Motorsports Park in Aurora, Colorado to end out the Gatorade Cup Series West Coast Swing. This is the Southwest 400. On pole for today's race is Derek Hamlin, the 8, a past winner here in the Target Series. Who's outside second is the 21 car of TJ Hanley. Then third place you have Tyler Fink, fourth it's Steve Morgan, and Nathan Green, the 20, rounds out the top 5. His teammate joins him on row 3. In sixth place it's Trey Rainey. Seventh is the 80 of Anthony Fox. Eighth we have Zachary DeLello. In ninth it's Roman Fenway, and Carter Friesen, the 34, rounds out the top 10. For the rest of the field, there's Luke Rainey to his insides, the 16 of Antonin Charles-Bois. Then we have Brandon Beal and the 5 of Jeff Wright. Then there's Anthony as he won here back in Season 9 in a photo finish. To his insides, the 7 of Marshall Burrow. Then we have Riley Sprutube, our points leader, coming into this race. And to his insides, the 07 of Scott Gregory. Then we have Freddie Soto with the 44 of Leon Campana, along with Max Rossi and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the 47. Then there's Jay Jefferson, winner of this race last season. His team based out of this state, and the 19 of Riley Sampson to his inside. Then there's William Bowen, the first ISM dual winner this season, and the 12 of Bronson Makis to his outside. Then there's Griffin Lynn and the 33 of Michael Gregory, with Jonathan Rains Daytona 500 winner, and the 29 of Sean Richardson. Rains comes in third in the point standings. Then there's John Smith and Jake Richardson in the 39 car, with the last race winner Code Luigi. Eli Bright second in points to his outside. He finished second here last season. Then there's the 11 of Jake Galloway and the 17 of Casey Nanico, along with Evan Hunter and Diego Yepes. Then there's Sebastian Kukulon, and last in points, the 99 of Brett Sierra. And rounding the field, Levi Jones blew up from the lead last race at ISM, and to his outside is the 77 of Jonathan Buford. There's our 42 car starting lineup for the final West Coast race of this, or West Coast swing race of the season here at the Denver Motorsports Park. Let's go to trackside and fire these engines up.
Drivers, start your engines!
You're ready. Shut it back down. Strap fired up. Fired up. Fired home.
42 engines have come to life here in Aurora, Colorado as we get ready to do battle once again at the Denver Motorsports Park, a relatively new racetrack to the schedule, as the first race here was back in Season 9, in which Anthony Hernandez went to victory lane by a nose, 100th of a second, over his nearest competitor. So it's 27 laps. This is a unique racetrack. Sometimes the inside works, sometimes the outside works. It depends on the angle into the corner and how much drafting help you have. So this is race number 7 of the Gatorade Cup Series season. We've had 6 winners so far through 6 races. We'll get our 7th here today. And oh, by the way, this is the final West Coast swing ever. So this will be the final race of the final West Coast swing. Hamill and Hanley on the front row as we come around to take the green flag. The Southwest 400 is underway. Green flag in the air at Denver. Fink on the inside makes it still the first lap of the race from third start position. Hamill fights back to the outside of the 98, trying to get the side draft to turn 1. 3 wide behind into the corner. That's Nathan Green, the 20, making the big money moves on the inside to the apron. He'll go trying to make the pass on Tyler Fink. The 8 checks up in the outside. The middle lane of Steve Morgan went well with the help from the 80 of Anthony Fox. Down the backstretch, Fink pulls away with a nice gap. 3 and 4 wide back behind him. Out of line. To the inside, to the apron, that's the 43, Roman Fenway. DeLello with on the 55. Fox fights through the middle lane to get emerging from that. Nathan Green goes to second, Fox to third in the 88 car. And Fenway, a big checkup on the inside. And that's because he entered down the apron of the racetrack. Look at that, 4 wide back here, maybe even 5 wide. Hernandez and Jeff Wright, 2 teammates. Points to Riley Sprutube was looking at this going, please don't. Just everyone sort this out. Everyone be friendly. Sprutube had a decent starting position, got down the inside early on the going, and trying to make his way back forward after maybe losing some spots at the start. He's currently inside the top 20, looking for a top 15 spot. He's raced off to turn number 3. And DeLello checking up on the outside. A big stack up there. DeLello dropping back 3 wide up top as Riley Spurgeon moves to the inside trying to get some spots. And second and point, Eli Bright doing the same thing down the front stretch, just like Spurgeon's doing, but further back in the field. Yes, now Riley has moved up inside the top 15 to 13th. He could possibly be inside the top dozen by the end of this next lap. It's timed up for the lead. Fink has had it since the start, but Green, Friesen, and Fox have run him down in the draft as they're racing now, nose to tail down the backstretch. Green over the back of Fink off into the third corner. We'll see if Green can make the move on Tyler Fink as they go through 3 and 4 treacherous corner right here. If you don't get the arc into the corner well, you will lose some time, which Green I think had happened right there. They'll get back down the straightaway in this nice big draft that this racetrack promotes. Back behind them, they're still arguing for space 3 wide. Trying to look to the inside for Nathan Green. Fink, though, gets the run through the middle of the corner to get clear and pulls away by a car length or 2 off turn 2. Front 10 are gone. As here's the battle back behind them. Eli Bright shovel time, the 24. He'll drop some positions. Jay Jefferson fighting on the inside. Winner of this race last season. Looking to try and do it back-to-back seasons. Hernandez, big stack up the outside. He's up against the wall. That 48 might lose tons of time. Dropping back on the outside 3 wide. Colucci, last race winner, is going to split to the middle of that 48. To the inside is the 77 of Jonathan Beeford, who missed just about every single crash last race as he was around all of them. 5 laps down here at Denver. Caution free so far. Pack a little spread out. At the front of the field, the battle is on for the lead. Carter Friesen, not going to be denied. He was third at the start-finish line. He passed Nathan Green. Now he's side-by-side with Tyler Fink off to the third corner. What does Fox in the 88 do in this scenario? Does he push Friesen by? Oh, big stack on the inside that's going to hurt Carter, but he gets into the gas faster than the 98. They're side-by-side off turn 4. The 98 with the drafting up from the 20. 34 got a better exit to the corner, but the 98 up top with the drafting help is going to get clear, I think, right here. And Friesen, after all the ground he made up right there, might have to give up the inside lane. We'll see off to turn 1. Oh, look at that. Power move on the inside for Friesen. No help whatsoever. They'll go 3 wide behind him for third. Hamill tries to split the middle, but couldn't. And Friesen's clear. Carter Friesen to the front. Fink now back to second. Nathan Green is third, with Fox bound for fourth with Roman Fenway. Outside pole sitter TJ Hanley into the mix. There comes pole sitter Derek Hamill. Back for the lead comes Tyler Fink. Fink with a nice round of turn 4. Can he get there? He's looking. 34 trying to not block him too much, but trying to get down there. 20 laps to go in Denver. Carter Friesen, the new race leader. Fink over the back of the 34 off to the first corner. Green and Fox waiting in the wings. As Fenway inside the top 5. How about Luke Rainey inside the top 10? William Bolin, winner of the first ISM dual race, and here he comes. Towards the Riley Spurgeon inside the top 10. He just got by Trey Rainey and entered trouble on a big slingshot move down the backstretch. He's looking 3 wide on Hamill and Bolin. Couldn't make it stick. Fox shuffled out of line. Fenway to 4th. Fox back to 5th. Here comes Hanley for 5th. Meanwhile, Green tries to get to the inside. Tyler Fink, he'll go low down the front stretch to the inside of the 98 car off to the first corner. Nathan Green for second position. And the big run for Fenway in the draft. He'll go high. Hanley goes low. Green to the inside, gets by for second. Hanley getting a boost from Luke Rainey in the 2. As Luke got a massive run to the back bumper. And look at the separation in the pack. Riley Sampson is 14th. 15th is Jeff Wright. They are a good distance away from each other, and right now it's a 14-car pack at the front of the field if we don't get a yellow flag. And Carter Friesen's hoping that because he's out in front right now in the Southwest 400. We'll see what the gap is between 14th and 15th. Last time by, it was over 1 second, about a second and a half. Riley Sampson there 14th. Jeff Wright 15th. It is about 2 seconds the distance, so the 5 is not really gaining. In fact, these drivers are actually going faster as Riley Spurgeon got something high. He'll drop some positions. However, the good thing for Riley, if he can stay in this main pack, Eli Bright is back there in that second pack trying to gain some ground, and he has it. He's down in 40th position. They're closing up onto the back of the 34 of Carter Friesen. They're going to try and look for a move at some point in the next few laps. Friesen leads Green, who leads Fink, Hanley, and Fenway. That's the top 5. Luke Rainey is 6th. Steve Morgan 7th. Fox is back to 8th. Bullen is now 9th with Charles Bois to 10th. 11th is Trey Rainey. 12th for Riley Spurley to be side by side with Riley Sampson. That's 12th and 13th, and Derek Hamill's back to 14th. Started on points the last car right now in the lead draft. And he's got set up the racetrack. A little block there on the 28 Riley Spurley tube. And the front five are together down the backstretch. You can't really get much closer than that, can you? That's basically bunt drafting. Who breaks low in turn 3? Green looked to get lower. He's still trying to get there. He's down there to the inside. Who leads lap number 11 back to the start finish line? Nathan Green gets the help from Fink. He'll lead the lap. Fink looks 3 wide. Hamlin looks 4 wide to the top. Friesen will back out. Smart racer move. Look at Fenway now. He's going to swallow them up because of that. Friesen looks to split the middle. Fink gets away back out in front. Fenway now second in the 43 car. And now a 3-way bout for third as Steve Morgan goes low in the 26. Morgan will back out, get back up in line behind the 34. Up at the front. Fink goes a little wide. Here comes Fenway holding that white line well. He'll get to the ends of the 98 now. Drag race for the lead, and here comes Friesen in the draft. Back to the start finish line. Roman Fenway leads by a nose. That's about the distance Hernandez won this race back 2 seasons ago. Carter Friesen to second. Getting the big draft. He'll look for the lead. Friesen again to the inside. But Fenway shuts him off with a nice run through the middle. And now for third, Steve Morgan looking on Tyler Fink. To the outside goes the 88 of Anthony Fox, trying to get the run up top because that's where you want to run in 3 and 4 sometimes. Morgan clears the 88, trying to get to the 98 in traffic. Charles Bois had a big checkup in 6th position. He'll drop back into the clutches of Bolin and the 20 of Nathan Green. Still a 14 car pack at the front. Still the last of them is Derek Hamill. There's 15th, 16th, and 17th. They've actually pulled away from 18th place Marshall Burrow, who's then leading a single file train of cars that's pretty spread out. So if you're not up in that lead draft, you do not have a shot to win. How about John Thrains? Recovered at ISM with a 2nd place finish. He's down now in 42nd. So our Daytona 500 winner not having the best of days here today. 5-car breakaway at the front. Fenway, Friesen, Fink, Morgan, and Fox. Fenway trying to hold on for a win. Friesen wants another one. Carter Friesen's first Gatorade Cup Series win came at a 2-mile racetrack. This track just barely over 2 miles long, but it's nothing like the Michigan International Speedway, where we'll head to just a little bit. In fact, I believe Michigan is the next race on the schedule, so watch for that. Back-to-back big racetracks. 13 to go. Friesen was there all over the back of that 43 of Fenway, and Bolin, something happened 6th on back, which really hurt them. The front 5 got away, and what's allowed, here comes 15th on back. Look at Jeff Bray, he's caught up in the draft. These drivers have caught up now because of something that happened back behind the top 5. And something majorly happened. Bolin and Hanley have gotten away 6th and 7th. 8th and 9th are Luke Rainey and Riley Simpson. The 10th on back is now just about a 10-20 car pack. And out the front, 4 cars to settle it. Fox in 5th is losing touch with the front 4, but if they get side by side in front, he will run them back down. I think that's what everyone behind the top 5 is hoping for, that these guys get side by side at some point. It really slows them down, especially at this racetrack. Side by side means a lot in terms of speed. You can see now 3 cars really tucked together. 4th place Steve Morgan couldn't really hang on. Now Fink had to let off through the corner. 11 to go this time by at the Denver Motorsports Park. 5 cars together. There's the bout for 6th. Hanley and Bolin are side by side. There's the 11 to go marker. Luke Rainey in this draft is getting a nice run up into those 2. About 4 or 5 miles an hour faster off to turn number 1. Him and Riley Sampson really closing in. There's Riley Spurtube, our points leader, coming into the race. Currently scored right where he finished at ISM 11th. And problems for Tyler Fink onto the apron. He goes! Fink running inside the podium, the top 3. To the apron with issues on the 98 car, coasting it around. Does he stop and bring out a yellow flag in the final 10 laps? Fink out of commission, 2 cars break away in the front. That's allowed. Look at this. Look at the gap. Yeah, because of that, Fox and Sampson got put back into this. It is a 2-car race at the front now, unless we get a yellow. Fink to pit road. We stand with the green flag for now. Fenway leads. Friesen 2nd. And miles behind, Third on back. Hanley, Sampson, Luke Rainey, Charles Bois, Fox, Riley Sprutu. There's Hamill, Soto, and others. Heartbreak for Fink running inside the top 5 pretty much all day long. He'll finish no better than 42nd here today unless we get an accident and he gets back out on the racetrack, which I don't see happening. Side by side for the lead. Friesen thinks it's time to go. Now if they stay side by side for too much, they're going to have a run back behind. Friesen clears. Fenway's now back to second, so Carter Friesen back out in front at Denver. Hanley and others hoping they keep battling in these final 8 or so laps so that they can try and run them back down, because the distance back was 2.3 seconds. Coming around to 8 to go. Friesen made the pass without any help. Is that showing how strong the car is, or is that showing how strong the draft is? And the others did close it down that lap considerably. A whole second was cut off. If they ever get into the draft of these drivers up in front, they will definitely run them down. Sampson needs to realize right here, he can't go side by side. Stay in line. If he can push Hanley up there, I think they're just getting a sniff of the draft right now. And once you keep getting the sniff, you will get the big suck up on to those front 2. Fox falling back in the outside as Riley Sprutu moves to the inside for a spot. So move Riley up to 7th. Fox back to 8th. Meanwhile, Hanley and Sampson try to run down the duo of Fenway and Friesen. Sampson looks high on Hanley. 7 to go. I think Sampson just wanted to get some clean air onto the grill of that car. He's been running behind that 21 the past few laps, pushing him up there. It's within a second now. And coming around to 6 to go this time by, so nowhere near the finish of this one. Hanley and Sampson are going to have a run onto the front 2 in the late stages of this race. And what do they do with it? Back there, Fox still fading. He might fall outside the top 10 as Hamill and Steve Morgan look to the inside. Fox was 8th at the start finish last time. Lost the spot to Freddie Soto. And now Hamill and others try to run him down, but the 88 clears up top. The 8 could not get through the bottom of the racetrack well. 4-car pack at the front now. Friesen leads it with 6 to go. Fenway is second, Hanley is third, and Sampson is fourth. It's a 4-car breakaway. Charles Bois, Luke Rainey, and Riley Sampson are 5th, 6th, and 7th, with Soto in 8th. They're going to try and run them down as Fink comes up here from the 98. So Tyler Fink, whatever the issue was, it was able to be repaired, and he's back on the racetrack. He'll merge up somewhere mid-pack. And hopefully it doesn't cause an accident doing it. So they're still getting up to speed. Hopefully everyone stays high here to get around. Oh, Rossi into the back. Great save by the 8-3 and the 98 both. 5 to go this time by. There's the battle for the lead. Fenway got the slingshot run to get by Friesen. Yellow flag go down the race. Roman Fenway, our new race leader in the Southwest 400. He'll clear Friesen to turn 1. Friesen will try and clear Hanley, but the 21 fights on the inside. Now they're side by side for a second. Fenway's going to pull away because of it. Who gets the drafting help? Sampson goes high with Friesen, giving him the big boost. And this side by side, don't count out 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Friesen to second, closes in on Roman Fenway in the draft. 4 to go this time by. And here comes Charles Bois, Luke Rainey, Spurley, and Soto. They might have a say. 4 to go. Yeah, there's still about 9 miles left of this race. Can't claim victory until you get off turn 4 first. 3 cars in a stack as 4th place Riley Sampson watches on, looking for them to battle side by side so he can close in. And these drivers, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, are hoping those guys get all side by side and racy so that they can have a shot at this victory. Fenway wide through 3 and 4. Friesen a little bit better on the inside lane. Carter with a nice run off turn 4, but can he make a move at any point in the late stages? 3 to go right here. 3 laps to go. He's going to time the move right. Does Carter Friesen make the move off to turn 1? He has a nice little run onto the 43 Roman Fenway. He'll stay in line behind that 43 for now. Fenway a little wide through 1 and 2, but it was good enough to keep the lead. And in fact, he pulled away. Friesen now getting back to the front bumper of the 21 to get the boost. 2 to go this time by in the Southwest 400 at the Denver Motorsports Park. we have been caution-free, but the battle at the front has been entertaining all race long. Once again, looking for the lead. I think Friesen might have to wait until the last lap. You don't want to make it too soon. 2 to go. There's the battle for the lead. Friesen to the inside. Hanley will go high. Now Riley Sampson can have a nice run to the inside here if he goes there. Friesen to the front. Now who gets cleared? Second of a shot, the 34 car. Riley Sampson looking for a second. Can he clear down the backstretch? Get the help from the 34 to try and get clear. Sampson, can he clear him? To have a shot, Carter Friesen on the white flag lap. He'll look for the lead in 3 and 4. Can he hold it? He couldn't, but Friesen couldn't on the outside as well. This is going to be a dandy come to the white flag. They are side by side to the white flag. Friesen up top, Sampson down low. Fenway looks to shoot the middle. There's the white flag. Fenway looking to go 3 wide up top. Can he get the arc into the corner now? Does he shoot the middle? Sampson has cleared traffic. And he pulls away. Backstretch for the final time at Denver. It is all Riley Sampson. They're side by side for second position. Riley Sampson makes the daring move through 3 and 4, and he makes it stick coming to the white flag. Off turn number 4. Richard Petty Motorsports first and second. Checkered flag is up. Riley Sampson will win the 7th race of the season at the Denver Motorsports Park. What a battle to the end. What a race. Riley Sampson gets it done, the 19 car. His teammate Roman Fenway gets by to finish second. And Riley Spurleytube claws to finish in 4th position to extend the points over Eli Bright. What a race, what a finish here at the Denver Motorsports Park. Let's go see the finish results after the final West Coast swing. Here are the finish results from the Southwest 400 at the Denver Motorsports Park. No caution flags today, very clean race, and we had 7 lead changes. 5 drivers saw the lead here today in Denver. The one who ended it out in front, that was Riley Sampson. He only led 1 lap here today. That was the most important one. Roman Fenway ends up in second, leading the most laps by 1 single lap. He led 10 of the 27 laps, so he gets 5 bonus points for that. He actually got the same amount of points as race winner Riley Sampson. TJ Henley claws to finish in 3rd. Riley Spurleytube, a great effort to get 4th, and Carter Friesen 5th. Luke Rennie gets 6th, a well-needed 6th. He has not had a great season. Freddie Soto gets 7th, Anthony Charlepaugh 8th, Anthony Fox in 9th, and Steve Morgan rounds out the top 10. Derek Kimmel started on pole, finishes 11th, never got to lead a lap. Jacob Richardson 12th, 13th, Marshall Burrow 14th, John Speaker, he started last here today, so that's very impressive for the 77, and 15th for William Bullen. Max Rossi gets 16th, Sebastian Kukulon 17th, Trey Rainey 18th, Cole Luigi backing up the win with the top 20 with 19th, and Nathan Green was up front for a little bit. He rounds out the top 20 and 20th. So we mentioned how Riley Spurleytube was going to extend the points lead, but kind of left out a little fact that Roman Fenway was also very close, and Fenway got 20 more points than Riley Spurleytube. Spurleytube keeps the points lead. However, it's only by 1 point over Roman Fenway, who gets a runner-up here today. 21st belongs to Bronson Minnick, Jay Jefferson, Jeff Bright 22nd, 23rd, Leah Capana and Scott Gregory round out the top 25. Michael Gregory, Zachary DeLello, Kashawn Richardson, Diego Yepez, and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the top 30. John Smith, Anthony Hernandez, Brett Sierra, Evan Hunter, Casey Nacko, Jake Galloway, Eli Bright, Levi Jones, Jonathan Rains, Brandon Beal, and down here Griffin Lynn and Tyler Fink running inside the top 5, top 3 all day long. Has to come down pit road, or in fact the car stalls on the racetrack, comes down pit road, falls to finish 5 laps, he led 6 laps today, so a shot to try and win the race, ends up finishing in 42nd. Let's go see the point standings now, 7 races into the season. Here are the points after the West Coast swing, the final West Coast swing ever. It's Riley Spurleytube on top. He's been there a lot so far this season, but only by a singular point. Roman Fenway is second, and Fenway has been very consistent this season. Same with Riley Spurleytube. They don't have wins, but they're up there. Anthony Fox is 57 back in 3rd. Freddie Soto 76 back in 4th, and his teammate Max Rossi joins him inside the top 5. Anthony Charlepaugh is 6th. 2 Hendrick Motorsports cars are 7th and 8th. That's Jeff Bright and Eli Bright, both with wins this season. Jonathan Rains is down to 9th, and Bronson Minnick rounds out the top 10, the 12 car. Leah Capana is 11th, TJ Henley up to 12th, Marshall Burrow 13th, Jay Jefferson 14th, and Tyler Fink is now down to 15th. John Smith in 16th, 17th for William Bullen, 18th Carter Friesen. Riley Sampson with the win moves up to 19th, and 20th is Steve Morgan. 21st for Nathan Green, Kashawn Richardson 22nd, 23rd Brandon Beal, Jake Richardson 24th, 25th for Michael Gregory. Evan Hunter is 26th, 27th for Jonathan Buford, Cole Luigi 28th, 29th is Luke Rainey, Griffin Lynn is 30th. Trevor Rain 31st, 32nd Zachary DeLello, 33rd Zachary Fitzgerald Sr., 34th Sebastian Kukulon, 35th for Scott Gregory. Derek Kimmel is now 36th in points. He clawed up from 41st. 37th is Diego Yepes. Anthony is down 38th as his 3 teammates are up there inside the top 10 in the points. That has to be heartbreaking for the 48. 39th for Levi Shones. 40th Jake Galloway. Casey Nacco and Brett Steer are 2 teammates, 41st and 42nd. Roush Freeman Racing not having a fantastic season. You can see down here, bottom 2 in points. Evan Hunter is down here. Steve Morgan barely inside the top 20 in points. The only one that's doing anything worthwhile right now is a 16 of Antonin Charles Bois, who was up in 6th in points. So Roush Freeman Racing not having a great season for their cars outside the top 15 in points. Race number 8 of the season. We're done with the West Coast for now as we go back east to Michigan for the Pure Michigan 400. I will see you guys then.